You can see all the girls hanging out. We have started lambing. There's a chicken egg taking a bath in some mud. You can see the girls over there. We got Moo, and I think that might be Lilu or Mouse. I can't quite tell because there's a big fence in the way. And then you can see the branch that fell off the tree. Here's the place where it broke off. Right up here somewhere. There it is. An old branch broke off and landed right at the gate. I'll have to move that if I ever want to use that gate again. And you can see the snow. It's crazy. So this is snow from a snowstorm that began 28th of January, and it is the 28th of February. So interesting. We can look at, this is what we call our tetherball tree, because there's a tetherball attached to it. The rams like to play with it, but you can see it's lost a branch, got snapped off. But also look at where the I don't know if I can point it out. So right here at the very bottom of the tree, the snow at one point was all the way up to the bottom of that tree. And to give you an idea of how it's about 6 feet, maybe a little more than 6 feet from the ground to those to the lowest hanging branch of that tree. So the snow was literally 6 feet deep there. And another thing that's interesting is that up until today, my two rams who live in the little sheep shack, which is right now sort of in a little bit of a oh, baby, the little baby down there. It's a little bit of a swamp. Hi, baby. From melt, but that's where the boys have been living. And if you see, there's a pathway around it up to here. So that's where they've spent the last month, literally, just in that zone. And today I was thinking that, there's so many downed branches. Like you can see some downed branches there. You can see some branches there. Their hay feeder, which we haven't used in a month because of the snow, is underneath this tree. And you can see once they started messing with it, that the branch got further broken. But I actually had to lead them from their little pathway here all the way over to the tethered ball tree to kind of show them that they could walk on the snow and they could eat all those downed branches. And now the boys, after a month of being trapped, they're just like, oh my gosh, we can go and do things. This is crazy. I can't believe how much we can do. They've been knocking heads and everything. I had planned to sell all but 2 of the sheep today. I took the day off of work so they could come in, take the sheep away. So I told them what I was doing, and they chose to ghost me, which was kind of rude. I would have appreciated them to at least say, hey, look, we've rethought about it and we're not going to do it. But no, they just let me take a whole day off of work. So my students suffered, and now I have to come up with plan B. And unfortunately for these 2 lovely, lovely animals, gorgeous animals, plan B for them is freezer camp. They are gorgeous, but they also complicate things because we have to have them in one place and we have to have the girls in another. They are beautiful, though. Very beautiful animals. Very, very beautiful. I think that's max zoom, so I can't go in any further. But yeah, so that didn't work, which means that our plan B now is, now that the sheep have started to lamb, because I thought we had another couple weeks, but clearly we don't. But now that they've started to lamb, it's really too late to sell them. So now plan B is to buy enough feed. Interesting. You can hear branches still breaking. But now that now that they're lambing, we're going to have to buy enough feed to feed the hordes for probably 2 or 3 months. Probably through the end of the school year, maybe a month into summer. I mean, this will all green up eventually, but it won't support the currently 20 ungulates that I currently have. And my prediction is that I will add at least 13 more sheep lambs to the mix, and another, I think another 4 baby goats. So we're going to go from 22 up to nearly 40, or maybe 40 animals. I don't know. I can't do the math. Math is hard, So I did find out that there's a sheep broker I can work with. And so what I'm going to do is I will contact the... I plan to just let the lambs get nice and big, and then I'll contact the sheep broker to take away the entire herd. And I should get more for, the 9 ewes, and potentially my prediction is about 14 babies altogether. So 9 and 14, that's 23 sheep. So hopefully I can get a good amount for them, and they'll go on to their new future, whatever that is. Oh my gosh, that baby's so cute. And in the meantime, we'll have the goats. Now I'm possibly going to send I don't know what I'm going to do with the goats, but part of me is thinking about just maybe keeping a couple of sheep, boys who've been castrated, as pets, and maybe ultimately a couple of goats as pets, and then send everything else away, because it's just getting to be too much, and gotta make some choices. And I resigned my job this week, effective the end of the school year, and so I'll be looking for a new job. And, the insecurity of not knowing if I'll have a job in the fall, or if I'll have to, scrounge for health care and everything else. All of that means that I just really can't afford the peculiar indulgence in having ungulates for no reason. Now, here's an interesting feature. So all this snow, when it's melting, the pathway of melt pretty much follows a straight line, not the one that it's going up the, sorry, I'm not very good at this stuff, but going straight down the hill. And so you can see where it's all sort of pooling and heading down the slope right there. So normally in the spring, we would have kind of a murky, muddy, soupy, swampy lower part of our property because of all the melt. This year, it's sloopy and nasty all the way up to the barn, and it normally wouldn't be. Normally, that would just be like a little thin stream, but you can see this area behind the barn. That's ankle deep practically in just muck. But one of the things I'm doing, hanging out here, for anybody who cares, anybody who's watching, anybody who's listening, is I just wanted to listen myself and hear if any of the mamas were fixing to give birth. They're all chewing their cuds, though, and looking content. Down here, they're all chewing their cuds. Got a bunch of cat tower pieces that I converted to goat furniture. And man, those baby goats love it. Because we have the goat playpen over here. Now, I might stick around for one more year of goats. But this is my last year of having lambs. And it's really hard because I just love the lambs. I really, really love the lambs. And it doesn't make sense. But it's okay. It's all good. Yeah, one of our goats, I'd always say, Acey's in the hay. That's the first baby goat that was ever born here. And she used to love to jump into the hay container. Well, hi, where's your baby? That's Penelope or Penzance. Hers is the baby that's lying inside there. Your baby's in the barn. Here's Diva. She's the only one I'm not 100% sure if she's even, she might be a free martin. I'd like to see, signs that she's actually pregnant, but she might never get pregnant. She's the only one who I didn't regulate when she could breed. She was hanging out with 5 rams when all the other ewes were not. And oh my gosh, that's so cute. Do you see that little baby honeybee? Aw, honeybee and Roscoe are trying to get Mama to stand up so they can nurse. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, what funnies. Mama, we want a milk. They're so funny. I was giving them some supplementary milk, but they have gotten to the point where they destroy the bottle pretty much instantly. So it's not very useful. It's okay, Penzance. So, Penny and everybody except Diva were exposed to Grizz. He's my big 4-horned ram. He's out there somewhere frolicking with Pirate. Pirate is Penzance's twin brother. But luckily, that wasn't the daddy. It's just good. Anyway, nobody's doing nothing, and I'm just talking to my camera and enjoying the sun on my back and enjoying the fact that, aw, what is that noise? Oh, that's the mama noise. Okay, that's the mama talking to her baby. Your baby's right there, silly. Anyway, this is a silly video. Pointless. But it's okay. I'm looking forward to having a nice long weekend, even though staying home from work today ended up being pointless. Oh well. It was good to take a personal day. Oh. I was relieved when I thought I was going to sell all but 2 of the sheep. But now I'm going to have to come up with another plan. And that's okay. We'll do it. We'll get it done. We will make it happen. So here is my 14 minutes of just rambling. Thank you to any of you who watched the whole video. I appreciate it. You might want to even hit like and subscribe and all that stuff. Share it out. But whatever. It's all good. I just like my sheeps. I like my little Penelope. She's a fine looking animal. Yes, Mama, your baby's in the barn. Your baby's in the barn. You're okay. Yeah, nobody else is squawking right now, so nobody's giving birth. Man, those boys are so funny. Anyway, all right. Away we go.